Hello children. Today we will do a grammar topic, much and many. Let us understand the word much. The word much is used for unaccountable nouns. The meaning of unaccountable is something that you cannot count, is too much to count. So you use the word much. The word much is used only in a singular form. Only for singular words you use the word much. The noun has to be in singular. The word much is used for certain things which you will see right now. For example, a bowl of rice. Children, we cannot count rice. So we use the word much. Milk. When you look at this glass of milk, you see that there is milk inside it. You cannot count the milk. So you say much. You use the word much. How much milk do you want? Tea. In this cup of tea, we cannot count it. So you use the word much. How much tea is in this cup? Juice. You cannot count the juice. You can measure it, but you cannot count it. So you use the word much. How much juice is in this carton? Hay. Hay is something you cannot count also. So you use the word much. How much hay is in the garden? Bread. We can count the number of breads, but we cannot count this bread. It is in a singular form. So you use the word much. How much bread do you want to eat? Sugar. Sugar is also something you cannot count. So you use the word much. How much sugar is in this spoon? For all these things, children, and many more, you use the word much. Much is used for something that you cannot count. As I showed you earlier, there is a bowl of rice and you cannot count this rice. So you say there is too much rice in the bowl. You cannot say many rice, you have to say much. There is too much rice in the bowl. Sugar. How much sugar do you want? Since you cannot count it, you use the word much. Hay. You cannot count hay, so you use the word much in your sentence. How much hay do I cut? The word much is used because you cannot count the hay here. Money. When there is a lot of money, children, even though you can count it, you use the word much for the word money. How much money do I give you? For the noun money, you have to use the word much. The word many. The word many is used for countable nouns. Countable means something that you can count. They are used only in a plural form. Plural means many. So if the noun is in a plural form, you use the word many. For example, people. You can count the number of people, so you use the word many. Places, for any place, use the word many, but it has to be in the plural form. Animals, when we talk about animals, we say many. How many animals can you see? So the word many is also used for animals, which is in the plural form. For things, when we talk about many things, we use the word many for plural nouns. For example, here there are many girls. The noun is in the plural form, girls. How many girls are there in our class? So the word many is used for the noun which is in the plural form and something that you can count. Here we are going to talk about the houses. Houses is in the plural form and something that you can count. There are many houses in my lane. You can count the number of houses, so the word many is used. For animals, there are many animals in the zoo. Here we are talking about animals and it is in the plural form and here we can count them as well. So we use the word many. I saw many chairs in the theater. We are talking about chairs. Chairs is in the plural form and so we use the word many. I saw many chairs in the theater and you can count them. So the word many is used. Children, here there are a few examples of how to use the word how much and how many. In the first sentence, dash students are there in your classroom. We are talking about students. So which word will you use? How much or how many? You can count them. So you use the word how many students are there in your classroom. The next sentence, dash strawberries are in your plate. We are talking about strawberries and we can count them. So which word will you use? How many strawberries are in your plate? Dash water do you need for your dough? We are talking about water. Water is something that you cannot count. So which word will you use? How much or how many? How much water do you need for your dough? Dash popcorn is in the box. We are talking about popcorn and it is in the singular form. So which words will you use? How much or how many? How much popcorn is in the box? Dash milk would you like with your cookies? We are talking about milk. And milk is something you cannot count. So you use the words, how much milk would you like with your cookies? Dash carrots do you need for your salad? We are talking about carrots and carrots is in the plural form. So you use the words, how many carrots do you need for your salad? Dash juice can you drink in a day? We are talking about juice which is in the singular form. So we use the words how much. You cannot count the juice. So you say, how much juice can you drink in a day? Dash soda are you going to drink? We are talking about soda, which is in the singular form. So we use the words, how much soda are you going to drink? Dash peppers do we need for the pasta? We are talking about peppers. So we use the words, how many peppers do we need for the pasta? Dash salt we have to add to the pasta. We are talking about salt, and salt is in the singular form. And we cannot count it. So we use the words, how much salt we have to add to the pasta. This exercise is in your grammar textbook, page 35. Let's revise it. Dash milk is there in the bottle. We are talking about milk and something we cannot count. So we use the words, how much milk is there in the bottle? Dash tables are there in the classroom. We are talking about tables and it is in the plural form. So we use the words, how many tables are there in the classroom? Dash birds are there on the tree. We are talking about birds, which is in the plural form, and we can count them. So we use the words, how many birds are there on the tree? Dash books are there in the bag. We are talking about books, which is in the plural form. So we use the words, how many books are there in the bag? Dash water is there in the bucket. We are talking about water. And water is in the singular form and we cannot count it. So we use the words, how much water is there in the bucket? Dash rice is there in the sack. We are talking about rice, which we cannot count and it is in the singular form. So we use the words, how much rice is there in the sack? Dash girls are there in the line. We are talking about girls, which is in the plural form. So we use the words, how many girls are there in the line? Dash butter is left. Butter is something we cannot count. So we use the words, how much butter is left? I hope you have understood the topic of how much and how many. Thank you.